Greetings. I want to thank you for joining this group, those of you who accepted my invitation. And I want to thank those who have an open public access. So I didn't have to ask you. So please forgive me if I am posing. In my timeline, I posted 3, 4 messages, and I'm saying please pray for peace, especially between Muslims and Christians. In today's world, we can see how much darkness is taking over this planet, how many hostilities and misunderstanding. We cannot go like this forever. It has to stop. And stopping doesn't mean that, we have to kill one another or one of us should die. Like we used to say in the Old West, a good Indian is a dead Indian. So we have to kill him in order to make them good. Otherwise, they are terrorists. No, Indians were good. They were not terrorists. It's just we wanted the land and we gave ourselves the old kind of excuses. Very well. Anyway. Now, when looking at Muslim and Christians, I see a very sad picture. I see 9 individuals, according to what they say, attacked us at New York, destroyed 2 buildings, the Twin Towers, beautiful buildings, no doubt. So we sent 150,000 soldiers to destroy Iraq and Afghanistan. I see terrorists going and hitting, in France and other places. And we are calling all Muslims by terrorists because of this. The hate is escalating. While if we look at the big picture, we see that those terrorists, if they killed few individuals in France and Europe, they're killing hundreds of thousands from the Muslims in the Arab countries. They are destroying 2 countries, Syria and Iraq, also Yemen on top of that. So those, terrorists, are not only against us, but they are against the Muslims. And the Muslims are not we don't have 2 billion terrorists today in the world. If we had, you and I will cease to exist. Now, I gave a title for today. But before I tell you this title, let me tell you one thing. Until 2 days past, I was attacking every individual who I saw that they are attacking others unjustly. If I see Muslims attacking Christians, I attack the Muslims. If I see Christians attacking the Muslims, I attack the Christians. So I was offensive. I was going against, everybody that I saw that they are doing something unjust against the others in this world. This is one planet, one home. It's a small world. We came from one man and one woman, Adam and Eve. In essence, we are brothers and sisters. If you want to see the positive picture, not the negative. So, until 2 days passed, I was attacking everyone. I was aggravated, angry at all of you, at the whole world, in the matter of fact, especially those of faith. I was against the Hindu, against the Muslims, against the Christians, against everyone. Then I stopped to think for a minute, why don't I have a different approach with the world today? Perhaps I can do something good. And I'm trying. So I made this group. I invited some of you. Others, I just, joined their group. They had and open arms for everyone to join, as long as they don't come to violate the basics, the rules of those places. Okay, let me give you now the title I gave to the world today, the time that we are living. I know that some of us are waiting for 7 years tribulation, where the world will suffer all kind of destruction, and Christians will be flying into the air to meet with Jesus Christ and kept in space. I'm not going to discuss whether this is the proper understanding to the book of Revelation or the wrong understanding and fiction. Beside the point. But I gave a title for those upcoming 7 years. Some of us are calling those years and those times end times. Sad events will take place, disasters everywhere. But I say those are the 7 years of hope, because of one man named Jesus Christ. Now, Christians keep saying in churches that they love the Muslims. On the other hand, from day to day, we see preachers attacking what Muslims worship, their Lord, name Allah. Even the Jews, they invented something called Allah is the moon god. Christian preachers say Allah of Islam is not our God, but our God is Jesus Christ. I see Christian preachers burning the Quran, the holy book of the Muslims. I have never seen Muslims attacking God of Christians and the Jews. I have never seen Muslims burning the Bible. I have never seen the Muslims attacking Jesus Christ. On the contrary, when you ask them, they say we love him with all of our hearts. But I've seen many preachers and many Christians attacking the person of Muhammad, the Prophet of Islam. So I admit and realize that both nations have very bad situation, problems, serious problems. I cannot deny it. However, like I said, I am calling those upcoming 7 years by the years of hope. And I need to relay a message to all of you, especially Muslims and Christians. Both of you have been mistreating Jesus to extremes. Extremes. Muslims are ignoring him completely, while he is one of the most important persons in the Quran. And Christians are mistreating Jesus, but this is not the time to talk about it. However, looking at the world today with all the different beliefs, different nations, looking at the Hindu are kind and nice, and they say they accept Jesus Christ, but they don't. They don't even have teaching about Jesus Christ in their books. If it is dancing with Shiva, merging with Shiva, the Gita as it is, or the Gita, the original script, or the Sanskrit, Vedas, they don't have anything about Jesus Christ. So we thank them for saying that they believe in Jesus. This is a kind gesture on their part. We cannot deny it. We give them credit for that. Buddhists are completely different, but they don't believe in Jesus as well. The Sikh, the furthest away. The Jews, they rejected. To his own he came, and his own rejected him, as mentioned in the book, in Scripture, in the New Testament. So from all those nations with faith, I'm not talking about the atheist. You cannot talk about the atheist, when you are talking God and faith. So, only two nations on this earth, on this planet, believe in Jesus Christ. Maybe this is a surprise to some of you. The children. Christians and Muslims are the only two nations on this planet, on this earth, in this huge house we live in. Christians and Muslims are the only two nations who believe and love Jesus Christ with all of their hearts. Both know that Jesus is coming. He's returning. Not his first coming. No, this is his second time he will be coming. He's returning. Both of them know that. But Christians have went too far in predicting, the date. While Jesus was very clear in the book of Matthew, when they asked him about the hour, he said, and about that hour, not even the Son of Man, meaning Jesus Christ, or the angels in the heaven know about that hour. Only the Father in heaven knows about that hour. So why Christians are giving all kind of misinformation, false information? From time to time, they come, 2000. Jesus is coming, the end of the world. 6/6/2006, the end of the world, Jesus is coming. 2012, December 2012, the end of the world, Jesus is coming. The Mayans, the seers, Mother Shifton, Nostradamus. What's wrong? You don't understand what Jesus said in the book? Nobody knows about that hour? I hope they will stop giving us false information. So, the time, I'm giving a title, the 70 years of hope. And I'm telling you, within those 70 years, Jesus is coming, for sure. I'm assuring this. But not like they say, after 5 days from today, on the 29th of July. We are on the 22nd. So they say, after 7 days he's coming, the end of the world and Jesus is coming. No, they are lying. This is not true. They are lying. But I'll tell you one information I cannot explain right now. It's a lengthy discussion that Jesus is coming after 6 years. Not today. Not on the 29th. Not in the next 3-4 years. No, 6 years. This is a lengthy discussion. So don't believe anybody coming before, with another date before 6 years passing. And the 7th year, we are going to flourish in the company of Jesus. The whole world, actually, the Buddhist, the Hindu, everybody, not only Christians and Muslims. Everybody will enjoy the wonderful company of this man. Very well. So, I am taking the task to reach out. I'm giving you my hand. Please, join me. World for the peace for this world. And I say in one of my messages on my timeline in this group, please pray for peace for this world. Now, I asked some other groups to join me. They call themselves Patriots of America. And those guys, as soon as I put, those few messages, those are extremists. They immediately block me. They don't wish to have peace. While the first message I said, that Jesus said, blessed are those who work for peace, for they shall be called the children of God. Blessed. Jesus is saying they are blessed. So why those extremists? They don't want to have any of this blessing. Not my problem, anyway. I have a duty today. And I'm starting as of now, right now, in July. today, I am starting on a quest for peace. In the upcoming messages, I'm going to try to solve some of the problems and you know, understanding between Christians and Muslims, to bring Jesus closer to both Christians and Muslims, to show both who is Jesus and what common ground that Muslims and Christians have. So, you failed as Christians to reach the Muslims. Muslims failed to reach you, dear Christians. So how about if we seek the help of the only man that can make miracles even today in our lives? Perhaps this is one miracle coming up from Jesus before his return. In scripture, we had a man walking in the desert with humble dressing and preparing the way for the coming of the Messiah. So I hope I can be a representative or an image of that man. I hope I can prepare the way for Jesus' return. We have problems between Christians and Muslims. I cannot deny it, like I said, but I will work hard to solve as much as possible or to ease the tension. Not 2 billion Muslims are terrorists, only the few stupid among them are. Not all Christians are terrorists, but they have a few stupid among them as well. So it doesn't mean if you believe in God, in any God, it doesn't mean that your whole nation doesn't have terrorists. Terrorists exist even in the Hindu. Look at Burma, what they are doing to the Muslims. Terrorists exist in any nation. Terrorism doesn't know nationality or country or language or faith. It exists among all of us. As long as we call ourselves human, there always will be among us terrorists. From Adam, we had 2 sons, Cain and Abel, and the terrorist Cain killed his brother over nothing, just because the Lord accepted from one and rejected the other. This terrorist Cain killed his brother Abel. So terrorism is among us since the beginning of time. Nothing to be afraid of, but we have to stand face to face with it and defeat it. Very well. So let's start from the next message, I hope, to bring the differences between Muslims and Christians about this wonderful, beloved Jesus Christ, and see how we can ease the tension. Please keep me in your prayers. Wish me luck. And I need your help. Take care and be safe.